trade policy is one of those very, very contentious and controversial issues. It's, since the Seattle protests in 1999, been one that grabs the headlines. It's a colorful issue all of a sudden that will, allow Americans to really think through what form of globalization we believe in. Is it something that we feel can lift all boats, or is it something that really skews in the favor of those who already have advantages in this highly globalized, integrated economy? And so we've seen a lot of debate, and polarized debate it's turned into. And that's unfortunate, because there are actually a lot of gray areas about issues of trade policy, issues of investment, issues of immigration, of flows of goods and services. All of this kind of ties together into a vision that the president would really need to put forth as to how he's going to steer the U.S. economy within this global economy as a lot of changes take place in the 21st century. We have the rise of China and India. We have concerns about economic growth in Europe and Japan. We have concerns about whether sub-Saharan Africa is included within the global economy in the way it needs to be in order to develop. And so all within this context, we've seen a very interesting set of developments this week. We've had the president release his economic report to Congress, in which he puts trade and investment very high up on his priority list. We also have in Congress, the House of Representatives and the Senate both holding hearings in which they're trying to hear from the president's trade representative about what the vision is for trade. And that's the big problem in a way, is that there's not really a strong vision for how the U.S. can engage in the global economy in a way that benefits us at home as well as abroad, because we kind of rely on that vision, as does the rest of the world, to carry us through a number of tough times that the global economy has faced in the last 20 years. And so to reassert some global economic leadership, the president first needs to think through whether we're engaging with commercially meaningful trading partners, and whether we're kind of developing that virtuous circle where we trade with other countries, we see benefits on this side, but also we allow their economies to develop in a way that allows new markets to develop for U.S. companies, for U.S. workers into the long term. So in the context of these hearings that took place yesterday and today, we've seen the U.S. Trade Representative get grilled on questions about labor and environmental standards, so that we can show that we have values that we instill in our trade policy beyond just the ability for companies to transact. And this is really something that we need to focus more on. The Democrats in Congress are very serious about these labor and environmental standards, and the administration is just beginning to listen in a meaningful way after about 6 years where Democrats did not feel fully consulted. So hopefully the bridge building that's going on through these hearings and through other kinds of informal conversations will allow for a new vision to develop where we have a bipartisan consensus on trade the way we used to have. And for about the last 5 to 10 years have really struggled to reconnect on issues that really affect not only our economy, but also questions about national security, about development, and about a number of other issues that also touch on a kind of a moral sensibility that Americans have about what kind of values we project to the world.